Yo, what's going on, my friends? It's Nico Fleeks, and tonight I got a lot on my mind. I got a lot to speak about. A lot of people, they're really meant for success, but the main reason why they never actually get to the success is because they consume all of their time. You dig? They put all of their time around the folks and they associate with people that they do not need to be associating with. See, the people that you hang around will be one of the largest determinations that someone will know if you're going to be successful or not. Because 9 times out of 10, bruh, you guilty due to association. If you hang around a bunch of bums, you're going to be a bum. And the people around you will really try to deter you from your main goal. They literally will try to do that. They will try to deter you from your main goal. That's why most people are actual peasants. See, when you were a child, yo, I know you didn't dream about working that dumb, monotonous, mundane job that you're working at now. I knew when you were a kid that your imagination was more vast. Your imagination was robust. You could, hell, even all the vices, right? As soon as you go into your adulthood, it's like we kind of normalize vices, right? So everybody's drinking, everybody's smoking weed, some people are doing harder things than that. You know what I mean? Some people are doing math. Some people are doing creatine. That is to say that it's because you're not happy on the inside, right? And I know that I personally have an issue with certain vices, especially when I'm down. Like, I really could fuck up some alcohol, yo, when I'm feeling down. And that's the truth. But the difference with me and most people is that most people allow the vices to kind of seep into their lives. In other words, they let it affect their daily activities and they let it affect their ambition. And as a man, ambition is something that if it's affected at all, you are officially a schmuck. In such a way, that's a problem. I realize that a lot of us men here in America especially, we're having our essence drained the hell out of us every single day. You're going through the same monotonous routine every single day, and you're looking for some sort of rush. You're looking for some sort of feeling. You want to feel something. Like 9 times out of 10, yo, like I kind of feel empty inside, but that's only because I know that I'm having my energy like taken from me in every single direction living in modern day society. The reason why I'm different from most people is because that energy that's being taken from me, even if 90% of that energy is being taken from me, that 10% that I'm left with is still more than 120% of the average man. Do you know why? It's because I have self-awareness. Self-awareness is what's gonna actually pull you out of poverty. Self-awareness is what's actually gonna put you to that 3%. And that's the reason why I'm making this video now. So the 3% is the breed of folks that I actually admire. And that's to say that if you are the 3%, you are an admirable person. So you might say, Nico Fleeks, what the fuck are you talking about? What I'm talking about is being the 3% is something that will pull you out of every fucked up situation every time, bruh. I don't give a damn what you in. If you are in a financial rut, if you're in an emotional rut, like us human beings, we're naturally spiritual. Us human beings, we naturally are hedonistic. In other words, we seek pleasure. Everything is about pleasure. Everything, like everything you do is probably based on pleasure. Unless you're like the Pope or some ordained Catholic priest. And even them are sinners. Don't let that stuff fool you. That's why a lot of that stuff I tend to be quite weary of. But naturally, us as human beings, we're pleasure-seeking creatures. And I find that the more pleasure that you seek, the more effed up you're going to be in the future. Think about it. You're smoking weed every day, you're drinking every day, eating nasty, calorie, greasy food. You're doing all this stuff. You're chasing your sexual pleasures, fucking every girl, fucking every guy, making soul ties in this world that simply are not healthy for your mental fortitude. These are the things that humans typically fall short. And I find that 30, 40, 50 years down the line, when you look at them, it's like you can almost see, it's like when you see a hedonistic person, especially one that is up in age, you'll know that this person has lived a life of sin because of how decrepit they may tend to look. Like, if you're someone that drinks alcohol, smokes weed, smokes cigarettes, eats nasty food, engage in indiscriminate sex, you know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff. Like if you let that stuff continue for 30, 40, 50 years, you can see it on the body. Like, you can tell that a human being is not clean based off their physicality sometimes. Like, you can just tell based off of how you look that, bro, you are repulsive. That's why we have instincts. We can look at a human being and be like, yo, this person is repulsive. I should stay away. It's red flags. This really was a kind of a spur of the moment video. I really actually wasn't gonna make a video today, but I just needed something to ramble, like kind of get my thoughts out with. Feel like I, had a good conclusion to my day. But this stuff really kind of has just been bothering me. But I know for a fact that a lot of guys around me are struggling internally. And I know for a fact it's because your energy is being drained 90% because of the world that we live in. Everything is unnatural. Every single thing is unnatural. I made a video a couple weeks ago, or not a couple weeks ago, probably like a week ago, about the thumbnail said that 98% of men are zombies. And the reason why I titled that is because most men are not self-aware, yo. This goes back to the 3%. Like, most guys are not fucking self-aware. They have no clue what the hell direction they're going. They only do enough to pay their bills, but like, there has to be more to life than just trying to pay your bills, yo. Like, there has to be more to life. That's why in the beginning of the video, I was saying, I know you, like, as a child, when you were a child, you had the biggest imagination. You never saw yourself sitting in front of that computer or sitting on that machine, working some stupid job that brings you absolutely no fulfillment. Like, doesn't that scare you that you're living a living nightmare? So, I'm Nico Fleeks, the Warrior King. I have to find a solution to everything. And my solution to this is, right, you might say like, okay, Nico Fleeks, you talking a whole lot of shit, but what's the real point of what the fuck you're trying to say? The point of what I'm trying to say is you need to find a solution, okay? And the solution might be different for, depending on who you are. Depending on who you are, the solution will be different. My solution was going on a journey to get goddamn rich. Like, I always had the obsession to get rich because the cards that I was dealt with, I know that I will not be happy if I do not fucking get rich. You feel what I'm saying? That is my story. I'm not encouraging that for anybody else, okay? Now, I know as a male, most men want to be rich too, but that's not every man's dream. Your dream might be to have a big family. You might want a house, a white picket fence house, whatever, a nice wife, dog, kids, whatever. That's cool too. You have to figure out what it is that you want in life. Because guess what? If you don't aggressively chase the things that you want in life, they're gonna figure out what they want for you. You don't want other people telling you what you need. If you do not take initiative in your life, other people will give you a purpose, and you are not, listen, brother, you are not gonna want the things that people will assign to you. If you are just like a plastic bag flying in the wind, you will have a rough life, yo. That's why you gotta be that 3%. Because I believe that today in 2025, only 3% of men actually know what the hell they want out of life. And regardless of what is expected from their friends or families or peers, regardless. Because guess what? Your friends and your families and your peers, they all want you to fail. Ooh, that's one thing that humans hate, is when they see their friends and families and peers do better than them. When a human being sees their friends and families and peers do better than expected, they feel a sense of jealousy. And jealousy is a mortal sin. It's a huge sin. It's a carnal sin because it's poisonous to society. It'll make you do evil things. Now, I'm getting like hungry as heck. I had a long day. I'm ready to settle down and kind of turn my brain off. I just had to sit in front of the camera and kind of just spew my brain out and just kind of, give you guys something. And I swear, if you made it this far, I love you and you are true family. Smash that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe, yo. Oosh! Catch y'all next time.